everybody, this is your girl Ellen Atim. Yes, Ellen Atim is a filmmaker, independent filmmaker. Ellen Atim is a motivational speaker, you can call it like that. Ellen Atim is a founder of Women Make Change. And yes, I do a lot of things because it keeps me busy. That's what I always tell people. So yes, as I already talked before about our channel Women Make Change on YouTube. Women Make Change, I did explain what Women Make Change and what we do. So we are a charity, registered charity here in England and Wales, and you can check on Facebook page as well, Women Make Change, or you go on our YouTube channel so you will know more about Women Make Change. But I'm just here today to talk about the type of abuse, domestic violent abuse. So yes, we do have emotional abuse. Emotional abuse, it could be from anybody, not only from your partner. It could be your partner, your neighbors, your friends, your family and all that. So it's what they say, emotional abuse is people who anytime they're around you, when you come up with any good idea, they just reject your idea straight away. They will just belittle you. They just make you look down on you yourself. You will say, is this how rubbish I am? And emotional abuse is anybody that will just you guys will start arguing, maybe because something went wrong, and all of a sudden you are the one who's wrong. As I always tell people, I give example on me. I'm a survivor of domestic violence. My relationship was shocking me. My relationship was killing me because everything I do was just wrong. Even if I tried to do anything good, was just wrong. Anything that's coming from my mouth was just wrong. And all those things, emotional abuse. It's happening. It happened to many people. Someone that will just isolate you. So I did talk about before, my ex used to don't want me to have friends. Even my family members should not come around me. Anybody should not come around. I should not even talk on the phone with anybody, because talking with people is already a bad thing for him. As a married woman, you should not do that, you should not do this, you should not wear this. Any man that will tell you, don't wear this, don't do this, don't go to this place, that is already emotional abuse. Any man that will control you, telling you not to go to work, telling you not to go back to school, telling you not to do anything good, that is emotional abuse. And it's not good for anyone. So threats and intimidation, a man will just be threatening you or hurts you, destroy things that belong to you. So this is what happened. I had all these things in the past. My laptop, because I went back to school, I went to study, yes, because as I said, I like to do things. I like to work. I like anything that will make life better. It's not only for me, for my kid as well. So I went back to school and I had my laptops, I had my computers, I had things that helped me with my studies. But my ex was not happy seeing me do all those things. What did he do? Every time now when I'm doing my own work, maybe I'm sitting down on the sofa, I'm doing my own work or assignment, one day I just, from nowhere, oh, I'm talking to you and you're not responding to me. The first thing, he took my laptop, bam, on the floor. The thing broke, and I'm like, it did not reach to this point for you to break my laptop. The next thing again, my computer, wow, if you are still talking, I will do this. All my certificates I was having, read them, my qualification, read them. If you talk again, you will see what I will do. So I'm like, oh my God, I've seen all this kind of thing. Any man that will harass you, or your friends will harass you, or blackmail you, or all those things, it's not a good thing. So all those kind of, it's emotional abuse. So now let's talk about physical abuse now, because there are many types of abuse anyway. So physical abuse, this is a person abusing you, and in a different way. They can slap you, hit you, punch you, push you, or those are the bad ones. Bite, kick you, burn you. They can use water. I've been burned with iron before. I have a big mark on my leg. I've been burned with iron before. I was just sleeping on the bed, and the next thing I just woke up with this hot thing on my legs, like someone was frying my legs. I'm telling you, because my ex burned me with iron. Till now, some people don't know why I have a tattoo there. I just did a tattoo to cover it, so I'm just ready to talk about it any day, anytime. And it doesn't bother me anymore because I've healed, I've come out of it. So I just want every woman out there as well, if you have been abused, if you're a victim of domestic violence, don't let that weigh you down. Put your heads together, go out there, start achieving your things, start doing everything, go back to school, go and do this. Don't just sit quiet and start crying because of what happened. I'm telling you, it's a hard thing. It's hard to forget. It's hard to forgive and all that, but you have to. And yes, let's talk about sexual abuse. Sexual abuse? I grew up in Africa, as I said. And in Africa, I know that we grew up with this kind of training that they said, oh, when you grow up and you got married, you have to respect your husband, you have to do everything your husband wants, you have to be a wife materials and things like that. So meaning, your husband can, anytime he asks you for sex, you have to give him, regardless of whether you are sick or you are not sick. Once your husband wants sex, you have to give him. That's when I grew up in Africa. That is what I had in my mind, because that is what we used to hear. So, but that is not the case. That is abuse. Any man that will just pressure you, you must give me sex, come here, we have to do it, we are forcing you and all those things. That is sexual abuse. Any man that will hurt you, any of your partner, let me say you are married and you have your husband, if your husband hurts you during sex, that is sexual abuse. You need to know that. Your husband demand for sex when you don't want it, that is sexual abuse. You need to know that. Your husband touch you in the way that you don't want it, that is sexual abuse. You need to know that, and you have to report it, because it's abuse. You need to know that. So yes, I always, I feel so sad because many people out there, whether it's a man or a woman, they are going through domestic violence and they don't talk about it. It happens to anybody, it happens to everyone. It's not only women, and it's not only men. It happens to children as well. It happens to kids outside, everywhere, neighbors, so we have to look up to one another. As I always keep telling my friends, let's help each others. So now, this is what I will tell you. If any of your friends come to you and talk to you about domestic violence and say, what are the signs? What does it look like? Yes, try and talk to them in a very nice way, because there must be a reason for them telling you that or asking you that question. You should not always just shut them and just tell them, oh, I don't want to talk about this. You have to listen to them carefully, because I know some of my friends, sometimes they're being abused, and they will come and they start talking to me, oh, Helen, what does abuse look like? The minute I had that question, I would just start talking about it, because I know there's something wrong somewhere, So I will always just go straight and start. I will listen to them. I will take care of, them. I will not blame them of anything they start to tell me. It takes, it takes strength to talk to someone. Let me tell you, it's very hard to talk to someone who's experiencing domestic violence. Yeah, it's so hard, but because of the knowledge, the knowledge, and trust me, if you have the knowledge and you have the experience and you have all those awareness, you go for the training and you know about it, definitely you will know how to talk to anyone who's going through domestic violence. And that is when Women Make Change now comes in, because we train a lot of women, we train a group of women sometimes for them to deliver these services. And we do, signposting, anything that we cannot do, as I said before, we can refer you to where you can go and get help. So please, even doctors, like here, we do have doctors, if you are going through domestic violence, don't keep quiet. Make sure you go and talk to your doctors. Even church, there are some churches that they offer this kind of services, and always you can Google and find out, where you can get help or things like that. And mainly, number one, we always have police. So if you find that you are in danger and things like that, definitely call police, because domestic violence is not something that you can say, oh, I think it will change, oh, I think she's going to change. No, there's nothing like she's going to change, and there's nothing like it's going to change. It's not going to be like that. The next time, while you are waiting for the man or a woman to change, you will be dead. And trust me, you don't want to die. If you die, that is it. You know, come on, be brave. My advice to every woman and men who are going through domestic violence: be brave. Your life matters. Speak up. Don't stay silent. Speak up. Call police. In the UK here, no, you can call 101 or call 999 if you're in danger. Trust me, don't suffer in silence. Don't suffer in silence. A lot of women have lost their life because of domestic violence. Their partner has killed them. A lot of people have died in the world, all over the world, because of domestic violence. So we don't need to keep quiet. Please, let's spread the words. Let's talk about it. I'm not going to get tired. I will talk about it every day. I will create an awareness. I will go to extra mile to even create a group of women that they have to come outside and march and talk about domestic violence, because we need to create the awareness. People need to know about it. You know, so every year we do International Women's Day, which we have, our one is going to be on the 7th of March 2020. Yes, 2020. We're going to 2020. We're going to do our one on the 7th of March 2020. We'll let you know about the venue. Definitely a lot of women gonna come from all over the world, and we meet on that same day and we celebrate other survivors. We will hear their story, we'll talk about it, you know, education on that day, and everything. We'll do everything on that day. So please, 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 don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel, Women Make Change. Share with your friends, because you're gonna be learning a lot of things. Each week you will learn everything about domestic violence and where you can get help and how we can support the rest of the world. I'm not doing it only for me. I'm doing it for our children. I'm doing it for our new generation, because they need, our kids that we have now, I have 4 kids, as I said, they need to know about all these things. So when they grow up, they will live in a, you know, an environment that they know if this kind of things start to happen, what do we need to do, the action they need to take. So please, let us spread the word and love. Thank you so much. From Helen Atim. You girl, Helen Atim. Don't get tired of me, because we need to learn all these things. So thank you so much. Bye. Bye-bye until next time.